Okay, it's Christmas Eve as I record this. So, wish you a Merry Christmas, wherever you are. Probably will be by the time you watch this, but that is right where we left off last time. See if this Duranky has any nice Christmas presents for us.
I stand ready.
Oh, there's a pebble in the way, so we can't charge him.
Should we proceed? Close ranks. Retreat is not an option. You've crossed the wrong month. Forward! Kneel before me.
I'll remove this obstacle. You should have listened to reason.
Throw that nice in front. Are you going to tag on that
This
Areelu?
one's mine.
Oh, we have lots of speed, so. Splat. All those scimitars. Obscene amount of scimitars. Walk prison kits. And White Dragon. Cold aura, all creatures within 5 feet of this creature take 2d6 points of cold damage. Its turn. I'm assuming that includes friendly units. 6 armor class?
I will lend you my aid. Magritio, Turinos.
Looking for a way out. Let's try this. Examine the barrier for some XP, maybe. Barrier appears to have been created from the essence of the abyss and reinforced with spells repelling any living creature out of this dark plane. Well, let's get rid of that, shall we? See a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face displays unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, just as you would expect of an angel, but the other wing looks as if the framework of mismatched bones with a grimy purple substance stretched across instead of webbing, and is covered in something akin to scabs or strange scales. Awakens and unexpectedly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you for freeing me. I am Targona, blade of Iomede's heavenly host. By my captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How'd you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I have been fighting the Baelor Darazand alongside a troop of crusaders when we were struck by the echo of Discari, a demon of terrifying power and cunning, and an old enemy of mine. All my comrades perished, and the two demons set upon me like predators savaging a bird. The echo ripped off my wings and left me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, the architect of the world wound. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying or benevolent, that can reside in a mortal. However, Areelu was no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, strange magic, purple flames flickering around me. Areelu spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained The whole time, though I was too weak to fight or flee. There was nothing else for me to do but talk to her and try to glimpse inside that black soul. I don't know what I hoped to find in there. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light, hope that all this could be remedied. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance and secrets, that Areelu used to keep herself separate from the world. Her thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment. I was of little interest by comparison. When she had finished her work, she put me in a deep sleep. A healing sleep, she said. It was necessary to allow my new, abominable wing to settle in. I've been in that sleep until now. Grand experiment was Areelu planning when she captured you. She wanted to perfect her accursed wound, the second opening, as she called it. The rift was to be a larger and more stable opening, a road to Galorion from the new abyssal realms. What shocked me was that she talked about the disastrous consequences of her plan with total equanimity, as though they were minor details, that she was but a distraction from the experiment itself. I also know that her experiment required a mortal soul, perhaps as a sacrifice in some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it for perverse ends. I heard, or rather pieced together from what I overheard, that the soul belonged to a child. Areelu, like many demons and demonic spellcasters, has the ability to wrest souls from their bodies and contain them in special vessels. The vessel containing that soul was delivered to the laboratory soon after I was brought here. Areelu was unusually distressed that day. She talked to me more than usual. That's when I learned the details of her plan. I was aghast when I realized she was discussing the soul of a child, a soul which she likely wished to sacrifice. I cannot describe the horror I felt. What's wrong with your wing? It's the work of Areelu. The wing is fully functional, its creator isn't known as the architect for nothing, but it frightens me. There is more of the abyss in this wing than the eyes of an enraged Baelor. My lady, I'm but a humble cleric, and is likely beyond my powers to heal the heinous injury that was done to you. But I could not look at how they desecrated your perfect beauty and not say something. Please allow me to at least try to repair it. You have a pure heart and good intentions, but what was done is beyond the power of even angels to undo. If I were you, or your commander angel, I would immediately order the demonic wing be amputated. It is corruption that has been placed inside you. The consequences of that would be inescapable. You may be right, Knight, and my superiors in heaven may make the same decision. Baelors with the abyss in their eyes, how unscientific. I would have been pleased if she'd sent me anything at all. Tell me anything about this place. I only know little. Areelu once let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret to the world wound's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Areelu must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign for contrition, but I was mistaken. Areelu Vorlesh is incapable of feeling contrite, even for a heartbeat. She is like a tempest, hurtling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. Why didn't you summon the warriors of heaven to help you? She was in a coma, man. It's a stupid question. I came here for you, Targona. Hand of the Inheritor and I were able to find you. Then I have not been forgotten. I have so much I want to ask you, but that can wait. First, we must find a way out of this dungeon of grief. Can we do that now? Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material plane. Cannot call for help. We pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. May the power of heaven go with you. If only I could help, but my strength has been drained. What's a drowsy druid? Oh, okay. Now we can actually watch them. Transformation.
Day 28. Cullis drill. 4606. Experiment. Transformation. Subject. Areelu Vorlesh. Human female. With a clear affinity for arcane magic. Objective. To fuse a mortal soul with the essence of the abyss. Predicted result. The formation of a full-fledged half-demon on the basis of a mortal being. Potential risks unknown. The death of the subject is extremely likely. I will continue to monitor the experiment for as long as I can.
Okay. He was speaking in third person there, I guess.
Day 20. Farast 4606. Experiment, the suture. Subject, former Arachne subjected to extreme exposure when passing through the world wound. As a result of this exposure, the demon was reborn as a dretch, a unique event in demonology. The reborn demon also acquired serious malformations, which did not respond to standard treatment methods. Objective: to assess the threat to other demons to stabilize passage through the world wound. The survival of the subject is also desirable for the purposes of further observation.
And Secret of the Great Source.
Well, well. It seems that someone has been meddling with my projector without permission. Again. How many times have I told you not to do that, I made this recording for the sole purpose of telling you that when I return, I shall be very, very angry.
You caught me. Open a rift, you say? To the jab of that. Dinosaur pool. Coverlet. It's not a coverlet, it's a duvet. What? You have to watch. She's my enemy. Oh no! Can't turn your back for a second. Look at this. Cops, fighters, cultists. What you need is some pitbull in your life.
I'm a fireball.
What the blazes was that? sick. How about another fireball, sir? Stay off my property. Who is those? Rift Drakes? I already have Pitbull, I don't need no Drakes. These guys have pretty high fortitude, so I think I'll waste a stun on them. Hey, we're off to a good start. No. What was damage there, I wonder? It is, sir, but it's very painful. There you go, the shot list. Oh, it's done both of them, nice. Just lost some recruits, no big deal. The reeking, blood-smeared layer of the rift drakes is filled with bones intermingled with treasures. These are not valuable for the monsters, but those fiends couldn't control their greed. What? He gets magic now? And I'll take it, man, but it's out of character, is all I'm saying. It was unexpected. Sure, I got nothing else to do I? Just have a look around, you don't have to stay. I'm not committing to anything. The dead man's uniform bears insignia of the Blackstone Company and Dorn mercenaries. They work for me, don't they?
March on.
Legs, smile it on.
Yet another obstacle. We won't falter!
Oh no!
Strike with all your might! Fall! We can do it!
I can still fight. I failed you, friends.
Surrender. To the end.
Fine.
Let me help.
Adventures await.
Who the fuck gave an amulet to a plague Smilodon, really?
It went splendidly.
Spirit and Fire Magic took part in this battle. Are they talking about me?
Onwards.
A success worthy of praise.
No wild beast would have ripped apart the bodies of these soldiers. Such savagery. It was the work of demons.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Warriors slain, presumably by a mage who attacked him with sword strikes and a barrage of spells.
Tell me, and I'll do
Trust in yourself.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Sod is restless. I wonder why.
Let us be off.
Judging by the insignia, this man is a member of the Blackstone Company, many soldiers of fortune. We're just figuring that out now. That was a quest we had.
Let
Found the missing scouts. They're dead. Well, we are at war. Thank you for discovering their fate. What exactly happened to them? Soldiers ambushed by demons and a powerful fire spellcaster. Curses. I instructed my men on how to act in case of unexpected attack. The trap must have been prepared by a tactical genius. Anyway, nice talking to you. A Christmas present for Storyteller. Storyteller accomplishes the pages you bought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. My feet are covered by a crawling carpet of locusts. A few insects get under my clothes, under my shirt, down my back, and my pants. They are crawling all over me, tickling my skin with their little legs. They will not attack unless they recognize me as a stranger. Protective spells are guarding me, allowing me to deceive the pestilent denizens of the rasping rifts. I keep very still. I am but an observer, an uninvited guest who prefers to remain unnoticed. I don't hold my breath when Demon Lord Discari swings his scythe over Izyagna. I feel nothing when Izyagna deftly avoids the blow and tries to strike Discari in return. I am here by the order of Lady Nocticula. I must observe and fight, then return to Alushinira. The affairs of Demon Lords do not concern me. Why did Nocticula send you to follow Discari? I don't know, and I don't want to know. My service to the Lady in Shadow is almost over. It's the 17th year of my life in the Abyss, and I'm already counting the days to end of my term. Who is Yagna? She is a rising demon lord, servant of Lamashtu. She simultaneously inhabits 7 mighty ant-like bodies. Izyagna and Discari are always sniping at each other, but they dare not enter into open war, fearing Lamashtu's wrath. The current fight is just a small quarrel, 1 in a million. Izyagna came to the Rasping Rifts with only 3 of her 7 bodies. I'm sure it will be easy for Discari to destroy the intruder. Where's your friend Kaini now? Here with me, of course. The stubborn lad refuses to stay in Alushinira and volunteered to accompany me to the Rasping Rifts. He said he wouldn't miss such an exciting adventure for the world. His youthful zeal and desire to live life to the fullest seem to make me younger too. Rift Carver, Discari's scythe, swings up again. With a whistle through the air, it lodges in the ant-like head of one of Izyagna's bodies. Greenish slime splatters, the poisonous drops falling on my face. I keep very still. With the last convulsive movement, the ant-like body winces, tearing the scythe from Discari's hands, then jumping back, only to drop on its side and lie still. The loss will hardly worry Izyagna. To kill her, one must destroy her heart, which is hidden deep under Yanaron, a city in Lamashtu's realm. Disarmed, Discari turns to Izyagna's second body that is attacking him. I slowly turn to Kaini, who is sitting next to me. My young friend is unusually easily impressed by such mighty opponents fighting, but the seat next to me is empty. Kaini is gone. Forgetting about the danger, I look around for my friend. The swarm of locusts at my feet buzzes, displeased. But the need for secrecy no longer seems to be important. Where is Kaini? After a moment, I see him. A treacherous shiver runs down my spine. My friend is standing over Zegna's fallen body and reaches for Discari's scythe sticking out of it. Special about the scythe. Rift Carver has the power over the material of the plains. Discari made the scythe with his own hands from his mother's skeleton. It can cut rifts in the plains themselves. The Demon Lord uses it to make the rasping rifts, his own abyssal realm in the plane of the abyss. Tiny, stop, don't touch it, I scream, throwing caution to the winds. My friend turns to me, his face baffled. I understand him to an extent. The scythe, able to rip passages between planes, will certainly help us save Galarion, but trying to steal it is rash and stupid. We have nothing to defend ourselves against the Demon Lord's rage. Stop, my friend, before it's too late. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Discari lift another of Zegna's body and tear it to pieces with his bare hands. I don't hear this howl of victory. The Demon Lord throws away the still body of his enemy and turns to us. The swarm of insects is biting my feet. Locusts cover my eyes, hitting me in the face, trying to get inside my nose, mouth, and ears. Nevertheless, I get to it first. I grab the giant scythe and swing it awkwardly in the air. Rift Carver is so heavy, my hands instantly cramp. I have no idea how I managed to lift it at all. I drop the scythe on the ground, but the damage has been done. Right in front of me there's a small rift, a wound in space. The smell of Alushinira's sewage comes out of it, a wonderful smell that brings me hope for salvation. I grab Kaini's sleeve and dive into the rift, only a moment before Discari's claws cut the air where we just stood. I angered the Demon Lord and my life was hanging by a thread. I never have thought that something like that could happen in my life. How many dark sides of the past will I have to find? I'm starting to fear what I might see in the next pages of my notebook. As usual, cool story, bro. What was that? Old cloak. I sense power. The item belonged to someone truly powerful. It was created as a gift. It's so hazy. I'd like to learn the story, but it would take much to revive such a mighty relic. If you can get 5 vials of magic essence, 2 bars of cold iron, 2 vials of demon blood, and 3 skins of magical creatures, I'll try to restore it. These broken gauntlets. A stern hand. The demon blood sizzles on them like red-hot grill. The essence is absorbed, leaving them electricity. The relic is called the Stern Hand. That was the name given by its owner, a Sarkorian witch hunter. The 2 gloves represent the bond between 2 beings. People wear such relics do not live for themselves, but die for others. Okay. What does that do? These spike gauntlets grant the wearer's animal companion, as well as the Taz Dragon or Lich's skeletal champion, plus 6 bonus of strength ability score. Beginning of the battle, creature must pass a will saving throw or start attacking party members. Initial saving throws failed, the creature can make a new saving throw each round to stop the attack. Okay. You're gonna level up. Everybody gets a level up. There she is. She warmly, her eyes remained sad. Greetings, my rescuer. There were many things I wish to speak to you about, but now I can't seem to find the words. Being free feels exhilarating, but the bitter realization of how many terrible things happen in my absence weighs on me. Never before has my soul been troubled by so many warring emotions. I contacted the Hand of the Inheritor as soon as I get out. Here on Golarion, I can freely send messages to my celestial brethren, so I know more now than when we first met. I now know what happened over the years. I was held prisoner. I know that this is the 5th Crusade, driven by desperation and daring like none before it. I know the hope you have bought for all of us. I thank you. The light in this darkness. What do you want to talk about? Talk may not be the right word. I need to tell you something important. Listen, you know the truth about the Wardstones. How their power is built upon angels locked inside. My dear brother Lariel and I were supposed to end up inside the Wardstones. But we both escaped that fate. He perished. I was captured by Areelu. But there is something else you should know. Even the glorious herald of my goddess was not immediately aware of this. The power of the Wardstones comes from selflessness of those imprisoned within them. It is not sophisticated magic that wounds and binds demons, but angels' voluntary sacrifice, their foregoing of freedom in the name of duty. The truth is, in some rare cases, there is no need to seal anyone inside an artifact to achieve a similar magic effect. There are some such individuals among mortals and immortals who are willing to give their lives to protect others, and when this happens, the mortal or immortal can become a living wardstone of a sort, weakening and holding back demons by the force of their presence alone. Unbeknownst to me, I acquired this power. Even immersed in my enchanted sleep, I protected the poor folk who were imprisoned in Areelu's laboratory with me, and Aleandra and Kater did the same at Pelura's fall. It was their self-sacrifice, so different but not always sincere, that protected the temple, not just Pelura's power. The Hand of the Inheritor has long suspected this, and only after speaking to me did he finally realize the truth. He wants you to know, once we have dealt with more urgent matters, he wants you to search for rare souls capable of becoming living wardstones. They'll be the vanguard of your crusade, and they will make demons and demon lords alike tremble in fear. Okay, I'll get right on that. How can I find such people? I don't have the answers to your questions. Being a living wardstone, it's more than just power, it's more than a gift. It's a true miracle. Unlike all miracles, extremely rare and is manifested only in dire circumstances. That is likely why we never heard of such a thing before now. The demon invasion is the gruesome catalyst that has awoken this hidden power in the souls across Golarion. And now, we know what we are looking for. We can recognize a special light in others. It will be our weapon, our fight against the Abyss. Did Areelu know that? I don't know, she never mentioned it, but something about me piqued her interest. Many of her prisoners were unusual in one way or another. When she left and ceased her experiments, I think that too was an experiment of sorts. Perhaps she even continued to observe us somehow. And your wing be healed. There is such a way as unknown to me. The wing has become part of me. I even feel that if I were to cut it off, it would grow back, just as deformed as it is now. Its existence is a challenge for me. There is nothing left to do but accept it. I will have to live, wondering constantly where the foulness is creeping into my soul, or just creeping into my body. And my Imide help me if my fears are ever realized. I'll be going now. Wait! I didn't dare ask you before. I wasn't sure I could take the answer. But please tell me how my brother Lariel died. I miss him so much. I want to know what his final minutes were like. Fought until his last breath to save his mortal comrade and left his sword to be raised up by him in the future. We ought to do the same, protect each other, even if it is impossible situations. Nurture our hope, and know how to give it to others, so that the light we carry now will shine on even after we die. Thank you for your answer. Like a ray of light, it has revealed the path I must follow. Commander, permission to report. We are short on soldiers. Any elation from taking Dresden is long gone. We now face the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What was sufficient for an expeditionary force won't cut it for a proper army that needs to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we've dealt with the wary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest we write letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It will take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, the most reliable option we have. Mendev is already giving everything to spare to this war. I say we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. A regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We should suggest that the Crown recruit all who lost everything in the attack on Kennebrus and other cities. Instead of meager state-issued meals for these orphans and homeless refugees, they'll get army rations, a pair of boots, and a spear. It's not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Still, we'll have plenty material to sift through, forge into solid combatants. What about the child makers from the Wary? Do they criticize us still? Negative. Ever since you took those measures, we haven't heard a word from them. After your charges within the officers' ranks, the command staff is showing nothing but loyalty. Discuss these options. Sela, what's your plan? I'd traversed half the world to join the Crusades, and I'm sure that there are still plenty of souls all over Glorion who would join our ranks. We just need to get them through to them. Let's send priests to preach in other states. And not just any priests, but those who've been on the front lines. They'll tell everyone of the horrors they've seen here and how important it is to fight back against the Abyss. People will volunteer once they see that there is a battle not for Mendev or Salcoris, but for all of Golorion and Regil. At present, Kennebrus and other cities that withstood assaults are teeming with orphans, the homeless and refugees, survivors who lost all they had. They live off the crown and tents sustained by handouts. Get them to the front lines. They're not the most optimal manpower pool, but it's unlikely they would have volunteered, but they've nothing to lose. And we'll gain an influx of recruits as well as save Mendev from having to waste funds on citizens, provide them both no benefit. And Captain Hartman. Situations like this, we have direct instructions from the Queen. May her reign last forevermore. We should write to Nearosiah and ask Her Majesty to announce a new draft in order to send reinforcements. Of course, the plan will require time. There's no question to deliver results. Thank you very much. I don't want to go against the Queen. I do like Sela's idea, though. Affirmative. I'll send messenger to Nearosiah today. I'm certain Her Majesty won't abandon us. Thank you, Commander. I'll report on the measures we implement and their results in due time. I will call for the Council to be reconvened if we encounter any further difficulties. The attractive impulse. So many choices. Clerics can sense traces of chivalrous former might in its remains, could awaken one of the aspects of its power by offering a prayer to the relic. Is he blood or his voice? Okay, his voice is. The terrible growl of Chillroad could knock down a galloping horseman and blow away a hut. Priests awakened the tumultuous spirit of the ancient Gowrow, giving magical properties to its remains. One of the officers has been bringing recruits to the prison so they could fight weakened captives and kill them. He wanted to prepare newcomers for their first battle, but unfortunately during one of the training sessions, one of the soldiers got killed and everything came to light. It's a cool idea, man, but it can't really sanction something like that. The cruel treatment of the prisoners tarnished the honor of the Crusaders. Many of the soldiers were inspired by the commander's noble actions. Well, I would hope so. What goes on, greetings, champion? Greetings, and thank you for saving my heavenly sister in arms. Targona has returned to us with joyous news. They told me of a demonic barrier hidden beneath Amity's symbol in the center of the city. I encountered a similar demonic barrier in Areelu Village's lab. I was able to breach it. Can I open this barrier too? All you have to do is protect the city from the blast. Let's put these living boards first. Yes, I want to hear it from the lips of the one you saved. Those wondrous influences you saw for yourself. Verily, the darker the night, the brighter the light who flares within it. In this dark century of war against the spawn of the abyss, we are discovering more and more powers of combating evil. And I am sure that once we find more souls capable of becoming not wardstones, but holy wardens, we will drive back the demonic hordes. You mean time chain, I'll bring you to others like Targona. What happened to her? The demonic wing concerns me greatly, but even more concerning is how Targona is bearing this burden. She does not say it directly, but I know she is ashamed to be seen with me. She does not wish for a corrupted angel to be seen next to Aimede's herald. I cannot convince her otherwise. Targona is too proud to accept my sympathy. But no matter, when we finish our business here today, I will try to find a way to help her. I confess I've never seen anything like demonic wing before. I am impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open the passage and protect the city, and then we shall burn the midnight fane with the cleansing of fire of righteousness. But first we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary. When we reach the dark bastion of the abyss, the Queen will heed my call and arrive quickly, within a month. I must use this time to prepare to attack the fane. This is clear. We'll go in there and take care of crusade matters. Good luck, champion. Come see me if you need of me. I'll be here at the barrier standing guard. Barely felt it. take. Ouch! Felt that. Damn shield guys are so slow. Nice suicide move you got there, pal. Oh no. They discovered a secret lair of the cultists who fed the meat of the prisoners to a pack of evil drakes. The brood of monsters is destroyed, their eggs covered with rot and mold are broken. That's banging news. It's absolutely banging. Water elementals galore, eh? I was looking for the fireball. I'm like, that's not the big guy, you dumbass. It's not very effective. Uh-oh. Not what I was hoping for. Get to the forefront and bear the brunt of this attack, okay? Just like that. He's immune to stun, go figure. Good for our magic. A little worried at the start, but it's alright. Satyrs see a tiny but magnificent mountain lake filled with clear, cold water. Even demons couldn't disturb its peace and were chased away by powerful water elementals. The remote site is obviously the source of water power, blessed by spirits of the plane of water. Okay. Yeah, so check out this ravaged longhouse. The last hovel we checked out just turned out so well, I have to check out another one. Okay, I guess I'll check out below.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Oh, one of these.
We will be victorious.
There's a prayer and some haste.
Forwards! Press the attack!
All this negative level shit going down here. What's up with that? I don't like that.
option!
Okay, that means I get my levels back, right? Oh, okay, it's not long lasting.
We'll make things right.
Yes.
That was kind of concerning.
Follow me.
Moving on some.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Kneel before me. We won't falter.
Ouch. We're pumping up some of those.
I will bring down the divine wrath!
I refuse to surrender.
You won't survive me.
Are you gonna do what you say for Nenio, please?
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did.
The direct one? Quite a title. Alright guys, I guess that's enough adventure I can handle for now. Yeah. I hope Santa finds you tonight. Let me know what he left in your stocking or under your tree in the comments. Or what you gave that you present. Yeah. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time and into the new year. Bye-bye for now.